bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends, or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to the pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team my all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit's gotten retarded since all the dominance. One West rising to prominent. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupon for Uber. Rhymes hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by black Impalas, let the semi holler. A showstopper, been the stopper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm going on my Patron and premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The war heavy, war ready, and that's word to mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they heat's on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had them niggas spin like a tire, down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because UP. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me.
Landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils, and we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil.
I remember I was only 13 when I met the demon. Gave me a deuce and a bundle of cocaine. Told me to sell to my people, make sure you keep them fiending. If any try to shoot you, make sure that you leave him leaking. He said,
I'ma hold you down when problems pop up.
How you got me moving this dope? Want me in lockup? He said,
don't you want the Benz vertible with the top cut?
Yeah.
Stop bitching, get in that kitchen, let it rock up. Bitches love the dope, boy, especially when it's pop up. I know you know Ron.
Who the plug from by the block up?
I'll tell you a little secret, make sure that you keep your mouth shut. Ron got a Lexus, crimpin' Philly in Texas. Trips to the Bahamas, just got a whip for his mama. He fucking up in commas, be honest, he seeing decent dope.
I hear you, but I just seen Ron about a week ago. In fact, he ain't looking too good. His knees is kinda slow. I asked him why the struggle. He got stuck up for a bundle, but them 6 hollow tips in his legs what made him crumble.
Then she got the house and mama is living good.
Said the feds took it all. He right back in the hood. I see you try to play me. You gave us crack in the 80s. Made us abort our babies and making hoes out our ladies. I know you got me gravy, but Satan, you must be crazy. It's gonna take more than them cars when to amaze me. I seen niggas shoot for the stars, but being lazy. Never get their head at the clouds, so you don't faze me.
I guarantee that you gon' regret it. Remember I said it.
Nah, you could dead it.
What you saying? I can't win?
Nah, devil, nice try. So until we meet again,
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils, and we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil. I ain't religious or superstitious, but we been getting fucked and put to the side like a mistress. Police patrolling why? Because prison became a business. They murder one of ours and they start talking about forgiveness. We think that it's alright because we got public assistance. If this ain't hell, dog, what is this? Where was all lives mattered when they killed Osama? There was no peace talk like the Dalai Lama. Bush dropping bombs saying he gon' bring the drama. They got justice, man, they even caught the Boston bomber. But when we ride, they send the military in armor. When we fight oppression, then our people die a martyr. You reap what you sow, some people call it karma. When Christ return, y'all gon' get this harvest like a farmer. Don't tell me don't bring up the past no more. They still trying to settle the score with a side of Shakur. I changed my life and I'm just trying to live life right. But at night I look behind me and see flashing lights patting me down. You got nothing that's poking me right. I don't smoke or push pills, I gave up my vice. So Mr. Officer, why you wanna take my life? And your honor, why you gave our homeboy's life? I've been wondering why you shot our homeboy twice. Pussy with a gun screaming out that he got a knife. He came from Habibi's spot, it was chicken and rice. Shit's trife, I'm just giving visuals like Skype. As Trayvon, Mike Brown, Akai Gurley, Eric Garner, Sean Bell, Philando, Alden Sterling, Jaquan McDonald. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils, and we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils, and we seen the rise of the devil. I pray for the demise of the devil. Lord knows I despise every devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil and said, I pray you die every devil.
All right, Shalom Israel. Y'all know what it is, who it is, where we at, and what it do. It's the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana out of 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York. All right. And tonight is the law class, and we're going to go over, well, we always going over scriptures, every class, you understand? But we are definitely going to go over some scriptures, right, and break up a couple things, because we still got, before we go into that, the next upcoming food drive is going to be on the third, well, from here on out, until it changes, all of the food drives are going to be held on the third Friday of each month from 1 to 3 p.m. or until the food is gone. All right, and that's going to be right outside of our school at 5261 Delmore Boulevard. Okay, so if anybody needs any food until then, if you need directions or if you got any questions, want to come to class or whatever, you can call us at 314-696-8288, and we'll give you the information on that. All right, and tonight, if you want to call in, if you got any questions on the conference line or whatnot, you can dial 712-832-8330 or 425-436-6260, and the access code for both numbers is 825-1636. All right, and let me see. Before we get into the topic, let me see. Any more announcements? Yeah, Sharpen the Sword Radio going down every Sunday from it's like 11 to a.m. to 1 p.m. All right, hosted by myself. You understand? We're going in about some of everything that's going on around the city, around the world, with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? I mean, from the oppression that we are still suffering here. You know, I mean, it's just ridiculous. You know, I heard two cops, either one or two cops got shot today out in Ferguson. So you know that's going to be a big deal and a big manhunt. You heard about that? I heard. Look it up for me real quick if you could, and see if they got. Cause somebody, matter of fact, a brother that I slaved with, he say that he was working in that area on the street where it happened, somewhere in Ferguson. I forgot the street and all that good stuff, but it's in Ferguson. It's supposed to be one or two cops got shot today. So guess what? You know, it's going to be an all-out manhunt. You understand, for whoever shot them cops, but you know they'll never turn around and hunt themselves down for the innocent lives that they take of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians constantly. Like, it's not a new thing, you know. Let's see. Oh, and if you got any questions on the Facebook, bear with me. Type them in, and we will definitely get to your questions. All right, bear with me, bear with me. All right, we don't have any questions. Nope. Did you find anything on that?
Not yet, sir.
Okay. I wonder what happened. That ain't no new. He claimed. Oh, the brother claimed everything was blocked off where he was working at. Maybe he, if you ain't found none on that yet, maybe he had his information wrong. And that's one reason why we don't go spread nothing until we find it out. You still ain't found that? Huh? Type in breaking news today. Cop shot in Ferguson or something like that. You saw it? You see it? Oh, it did happen? Okay. We'll see. We got. I was gonna say that should have popped up first. You can type in Ferguson. So they send me the article. Send it to me.
It's not an article.
Oh, you can get that. You can get that mic. Grab that mic over there.
It's not an article. It's just reported many videos.
But it did happen today. It was a shooting. They did or they just got shot. Unknown condition of the cops. One or two.
Two.
It was two. Okay. So the brother got some of the information right. So, yeah. All right. He got some of the information right. Okay. But we're gonna get into it. What's been happening and what's still happening is our people, and I'm gonna just say the lack of them accepting the truth. You know, we've been spinning our wheels for so long. Like, we should just be like ready to drop those wheels and pick up something else. You understand? Because we have been doing this same old song and dance. I've been seeing it as long as I've been in the truth. Just a couple years short of 10. You know, man. I mean, they've been going round and round and round and round and round. I remember being in the world to where we turned around and the things would change, right? The doctrine would change. The subjects, everything about the subject matter when it came to Christ being the actual son of Mary and Joseph or God or the angel. Now is Christ is the stepson of Joseph. They're talking about the concubines and marriage, and now women are getting beat up in the name of possession, and just all kinds of nonsense. And we're gonna turn around and we're gonna clear a lot of that up. We're gonna talk about marriage. You understand what it is according to the law, what you can and cannot do. Of course, what our King Christ said about it. And what is come from is this. There's one says, y'all know I be on Clubhouse, right? You know what I'm saying? I be on Clubhouse, not as much anymore. It's starting to get boring. Once the ISUPK comes in and just literally like smashes. I mean, we destroyed Facebook. Facebook was the thing until the ISUPK got on there, and now all of our pages got shut down. You understand? But anything we come in, the truth shall prevail. But this sister had a room going for about, I want to say, a week. She been opening that boy when she see me. Every time she say, I'm mad at you. You call me a liar. And she don't like being called a liar. Well, when you're lying, somebody has to tell you. Someone has to tell you. So Cap told her. And now, do I believe that brothers in the world are abusive? That brothers maybe in some of these other camps are abusive? Yeah, I don't doubt it. But just to say that these men are knocking sisters' heads off now because of them being called a possession, and then the sister now, and this is the major problem. She says she does not prescribe to the Apocrypha. And I'm going to read what the Apocrypha says and what she does not agree with. Okay? Let's see. Gentleman, Bubbly. Where you get that from? Bubbly. Yeah, like he about 70 years old. Okay, 1 second. See which one. Did she pull? Okay, hold on. Let me get it off. All right, there we go. Bam. Okay, this is Ecclesiasticus. This is what the sister says she did. Now, she's Old Testament only. And that is one of the biggest problems that you will see amongst our people is that you want to pick and choose what part of the book that you want to ride with and believe in and, stuff like that. And that right there in itself is incorrect. It's all wrong. You're going to fail. You're not going to understand the truth, and you're never going to be in it, right? This sister is Old Testament only, and we saw that before with the Christians in the church. They were so-called New Testaments only. That's all they claim to believe in. And we see what a huge flop that is and has been. You understand? For them to disregard the laws, right? They turn around and they're child molesters, they're drug heads, they celebrate birthdays, holidays. They break every single law. They eat shrimp, pork, crab, lobster, smoke weed, crack, meth, pills, alcoholics. They do whatever. They strippers. You understand? Strippers are Christians. Drug dealers are Christians. Every drug dealer has he gets him a gold or platinum cross around his neck, or a Jesus piece, a full out a white man hanging around his neck with his face. You understand? On the damn chain with diamonds in his eyes. You understand? It's ridiculous. I remember when I had that when I was in the world. I had me a Jesus piece. You understand? with the diamonds in the eyes and cry. I'm thinking this was, you understand, what I was supposed to be doing. I'm thinking this is my savior. This is what, my family had raised me up in. It was Christianity. It was crosses everywhere. You understand? It was Christian crosses every damn where around my neck. You understand? On my fingers, I had some rings with some crosses on them. The Jesus piece. You understand? In the house, my grandma had them hanging up everywhere. I remember when she passed away, and her and my grandfather, we turned around to clean their house out. Man, it was Christian stuff everywhere. Christian crosses. I mean, thousands of them in one big old gigantic house. And now we got shields on everything now. Shields everywhere. Shields of David, everything. And I absolutely love it. I love being the truth. I remember when I was in the world and I kind of, I think I was getting close to coming out of the world. And I was looking at one of those crosses hanging up. And I was like, maybe this thing represents death. Maybe this is why a lot of stuff is happening. You understand? Maybe this is why a lot of murdering and killing is going on. This thing represents death. And I'm looking at everyone that wears it. The dope boys, the drug dealers, the stick-up kids, and the murderers. And everybody wears a cross around their neck. The strippers strip with them on their neck and on their earrings and they, all kind of stuff. Damn, everybody wears the cross. You understand? Everybody has that. And I was like, damn, maybe it's something wrong with this cross and Christ hanging on it like that. And I'd say that when I was in the world and I was waking up. I was coming around a little bit at that point. But with that sister, with that same thing, with the Christians in the church being New Testament only, and now with this sister being Old Testament only, you understand? She claims to keep everything in the, keep me how they said the Torah. They said they gotta turn around and say it like Torah, when they talking, like when they do their cons, they gotta put emphasis on that. Just can't say con, Torah, all this nonsense to act like they're really doing something when they're really not. But, now she claims to be following everything in the Torah with the laws and all of that, but she's missing the New Testament and the Apocrypha. And surprisingly, the Apocrypha is actually a part of the Old Testament. And she turns around and disregards the Apocrypha in the New Testament and what our King Christ said and what he laid down. So either way you go, you cannot, you see how, going from one to the other, one without the other one without the other one, whatever you want to say it, you're going to flop. You understand? And she didn't understand how, being called a possession. She really tried to make this like a horrible thing. You know what I'm saying? It was like the end of the world, for a woman to be called a possession. And she said it was a trigger word, she said it was a trigger word. And I'm trying to figure out, like, why would this trigger you? You know what I'm saying? So we go and we read it. And this is what it says. This is Ecclesiastes 36 and 24. It says, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession. Now, by me being raised in the truth under Commanding General Yohana, you understand what this says right here, this first sentence, right? It says, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession. What does that sound like to you? What I'm going to tell you what it sounds like to me. What does that sound like? What does it sound like you're taking on? I'm gonna read it again, and I want both of y'all to give me the answer. What you think it means? What does it sound like? It sounds like something, and it don't sound like what she thought. So give me what you think or that sound like, Cabal, when it says, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession. What does that sound like you're taking on?
Salakia, sir, a responsibility or a job?
Damn, a responsibility. That's it. That's what that sounds like to me. You understand? That's what I was taught in the truth. That your woman, guess what? That's your responsibility. Boy, you can ride her and love her and impregnate her all you want. Have all the children, have all of the fun that you want. But guess what? Even when times are not so fun, that's your responsibility.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the sister straight said she took offense to this part. Now she's putting the Apocrypha in the same line as the New Testament. You know, I remember one sister told me Luciano wrote the New Testament. I'm still trying to figure out who this guy is. She said, Luciano. I was like, who is that? Like somebody, what do you sell, pizza or something? Because they do got a pizza joint called Luciano's. It almost made me want to go get a slice. You know what I'm saying? But she said Luciano wrote the New Testament. So I want to know who gonna be the wrote the Apocrypha. Go Alfredo. You know what I'm saying? Luciano's cousin. But this is what it's saying. It said, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. What trigger? You understand? I mean, this should set off shots. You understand? To let you know that you mean something to this man. You understand? And especially if you are doing what the scripture says a wife should do for her husband. If you're being that type of woman, oh my God. What they say? Come on, OMG. You understand? If you turn around and be what this man needs and what the scripture says for you to be, OMG. All right, and let's get a couple of them OMGs. Things that make you go OMG. Right? This is pertaining to the law. Okay? And we're going to go over what the woman's role is, what the role of the man. We're going to get what marriage is starting off. I want to get concubine too, because I've been hearing that mess, you know. Lately I've been hearing sisters, they say the brothers have been asking them to be their concubine. And we're going to go over. Matter of fact, I'm going to hit that one first. Cabal, here, give me that. I'll let you read the definition.
Sir?
Give me the definition of concubine first. No, let's just go to marriage. Go to marriage first. Then we'll go to concubine. And then we'll get some scriptures on it.
Okay, sir. This is the Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary, page 511. Mm-hmm. Marriage is an intimate personal union to which a man and woman consent.
They do what?
Consent. Consummated. And continuously nourished by sexual intercourse.
Continuously nourished. That's what marriage is. Sex is marriage. And marriage is forever, and you understand, it's continual sex, continually. Now, go down just a little bit, and you have to read through it. I didn't highlight that part, but in the second part, it should tell you, look for the word camaraderie, and it tell you how long of a thing this is. I think it's in about maybe the kind of midway down in the second. You see it? It should tell you how long marriage is. It's according to the Bible.
Like I got where it says comradeship.
Yeah, yep, that's it.
Okay. The unity of the husband and wife is of the Most High, is of the Most High's creative will. For and from Him come the love and grace which enable them to grow together in comradeship, to beget children, and to fulfill their responsibilities towards their children.
Hold on. Start it again. Read it again, because I think I missed that part. I want to make sure. I think it's right before comradeship.
Yeah, sir. Let's see. The unity of a husband and wife is of the Most High's creative will, for from Him come the love and the grace which enabled them to grow together in life.
Who? For who?
In life.
In life, keep going.
Comradeship. To beget children. To grow together. It's like to beget children and to fulfill their responsibilities towards their children and to the society as a family unit.
As a family unit, right? In life. That's how long we supposed to be being married. For life, not just a little while, not till as long as you feeling good about it, as long as you happy. That's a lot of sisters. They come up with that. They just want to be happy. Ain't that what they say? Cabal, but they don't understand that that old song. What they say? No pain, no gain. You understand? Now I ain't talking about no intentional hurt. Like you don't just intend on hurting your spouse, your husband, or your wife. You understand? Right. Just do spiteful things and stuff that Like for instance, it was a I know I still be watching my court shows, right? And I was watching Divorce Court, and this sister had told her man, the brother, he was saying. To the judge, he was like, "Now, what's your issues with her?" He was like, "Well, Your Honor, I can't never talk to her. She told me that your problems is your problems. I don't even want to hear that." Right? This is what the brother said. He said, "So it's like hard." He said, "Things go on with me, something go on in my day or whatever. I want to, get it out." He said, "I can't talk to her. I can't. She already told me not to tell her nothing because." My problems is my problems, but two become one flesh, right? That means your problem is her problem. His problem is your problem, vice versa, And the sister turned around and got mad at him, right? Because he opened his mouth anyway about his problems. And you know what this sister did? She drove him and her 1 hour and 45 minutes away from their home, told him to go in the store and get her some chips and a soda, and she left the man at the store. 1 hour and 45 minutes away from the house side. Now that broad is evil, man. Right. That is not stuff like that. That's not the kind of pain that I'm talking about, right? Because that was intentional. Right, but the pain that sometimes you may disagree, and it may be something light, right? May not even be heavy, but you disagree. I done seen people argue over what they eating tonight. You understand? That turned into a huge fight because one person wants to eat this and the other one wants to eat that. So the two cannot decide on what we're going to eat tonight. So they sit and they argued about it. And I can remember sitting there looking at them like, I mean, are we just going to eat something at least? Like, I don't care. You understand? Whatever, y'all decide, we can eat now anytime now, But, I mean, I was just like, damn, like, come on, man. It's not that serious. Like, if push comes to shove, guess what? Let's get in there. We make what both of us want. You understand? Like, damn, that's not that big of a deal, If I want steak and you want turkey leg, hey, we finna throw down tonight then. You understand? And that's one thing that, me, myself, I'm not going to force somebody to eat something. You understand? If you don't want to put it in your mouth and your stomach, I ain't gonna no, fuck that. You eating cheeseburgers tonight. You understand? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. It just don't seem right about that. Me, I'm willing to compromise. Me, I just want to be fed. You understand? So guess what? I could want a cheeseburger, but you could turn around and make it a chicken wing, and I'm cool.
Yeah.
You could turn around and make it some lasagna or something. I'm cool. You can switch and make it anything. I'm cool. I ain't even tripping. We could turn around and have whatever meal I wanted. We could do it another day. It's not that big of a deal to me. But some people, and I'm talking about folks in the world, when I'm saying that I've seen them argue over food. You understand? We in the ISP, I've never heard anybody argue over no goddamn food. You understand? We give away too much of it. These sisters cook too much of it. God damn, they be throwing down. You understand? What was the sister name that came up with the fried salmon? Who did that? The sister there. It was one sister in the school and set it off, and there, good Lord, I've been seeing and heard everybody making fried salmon now. You understand? And I love salmon. Salmon is good. You understand? And the sister fried it, and good night with some Andes. Oh boy, spicy. Oh boy. Okay, but just showing you, like a difference, man. With some things that, little stuff like that can add up and get on your nerve. You know what I mean? But remember, this is a lifelong commitment, and you gotta learn. You understand the other person. You gotta learn each other. It's not finna be. I know you was in love when you first met. You understand? That still happened, don't it? You turn around and be in love when you first met. Yeah. Boy, be good. Sex be good. Good night. But then now all of that stuff is wearing off. And, well, the sex ain't got to wear off. We can keep having sex. But y'all done started arguing, and here it comes. Right? Not knowing that this is a lifelong commitment. And that sister on Clubhouse that said this is a trigger word for her is ridiculous to be called a possession. And when you break this down, like I said, it's a responsibility, right? Then after that, it says a help like unto himself. This woman is to help you in every way you see fit. She's supposed to serve you. This is how it works. The man serves the Most High. The woman serves the man, right? And guess what? And she can use the children to help serve them both. You understand? Because what does mommy do normally when the kid, when they get a little older, first they sitting in a what's it, a little high chair, or they what you call them things, the playpen, right? They can't do too much but sit and watch you cook. You can roll the little what the playpen thing in the kitchen if you got enough space. You know what I'm saying? You don't want no grease popping on the baby. You know what I'm saying? You don't want the baby too close to nothing to getting burnt or getting hurt. But, you know what I'm saying? I've seen that to where bring the babies in there with you because they cry for some odd reason. When you leave the room, they get to crying. You know what I'm saying? They get to crying, boy, they don't see your face. So mommy take the baby in the kitchen when they too small, right? But once they get bigger, then you just start using them kids for getting more than just your remote control when you can't find it. You understand? You turn around and use them, put them in the kitchen with you. You understand? And guess what? They like doing that. My kids like cleaning up. I remember, my car was cleaner. He was too. You understand? He turned around and get through eating. My rib give him that rag and that spray, and he cleaned off his own table. 2 years old. You understand? I got pictures of it. It's funny as hell. But just saying, once they get of age, it can start helping out. Guess what? Mommy put them kids to work. The kids is helping mommy do the things she need to do around the house. Hell, laundry. You understand? My kids do all that. They was wanting to cook, clean. They help in every way fit. Right? So you can help take them kids and that'll help the load, make it a little lighter. You understand? You ain't got to cook the meal and wash the clothes. Hell, you turn around and teach the kids how to cook a little bit, how to turn around and wash clothes. Man, hey, put the load in there for mommy. You understand? You can make things a little lighter. It don't have to be, a drag or, this is a family thing. You understand? You use some baby's kids. Don't just give them no games and no tablets and no phones. 'Cause they'll sit on them all week. You understand? They'll sit on those things all week and do nothing. But this scripture here, and then it says a pillar of rest. Come on, man. When that sister said that this was a trigger, this should have been shots letting you know, God damn, you mean something to the man. You know what I mean? That's what they should have said. Not turn around to be all this negative mess that she's putting out there. And that's the problem that I said with people who don't believe the Bible. Right? Torah only, do not believe the Bible. New Testament only, do not believe the Bible. Okay? If you just only whatever book in the Bible, you do not believe the Bible. And you're not in the truth. Okay? And like I said, for this right here to be something bad when this is saying something absolutely good. You understand? About the woman and her role. And for you to take that and twist it and make it something terrible. The sister said, Cabal, she said, man called you a possession. That ain't what God called you. I said, okay, well, let's get to the woman's role then. I said, let's get to that. And when we went to Genesis, matter of fact, pull it. Give me Genesis 2:18. Mm-hmm. I said, we'll do this. We'll take it off of the word possession. Let's take possession and move it all the way out of the way. Right? I said, so let's go and let's start here. And let's see what she had to say about this. And she didn't say too much about this one. But we're going to go here, and then we're going to go to Genesis 3 and 15, I believe, or 16. Go ahead. Come on with it.
Okay. The book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 18. And the Most High said, it is not good that man should be alone. Mm-hmm. I will make him and help me for him. Okay,
now, what is a help me? Define it. Give me that. See if that's in the definition. It's under bad. Give me that.
Okay.
Because I already said what her role is as his help. She should serve him, you understand, while he serves the Lord. So let's see what the dictionary got, if it's got anything in there on that. And then we're going to go to the next scripture. And then if anybody got any questions, of course, you can raise your hand. Say it's a lock. And then check it on the book when you get a chance, Cabal. Make sure we ain't got no questions. Okay. When you get a chance.
All right. The Zondervan Pictorial Dictionary, page 347, help me. Now often used as one word, meaning a helper, generally a wife. But in Genesis, it is two words. I will make him and help me, i.e., suitable for answering to him.
Suitable for what?
Answering to him.
Good night. Come on now. Now see, when we started going over this, then she started backing out of there too. And I'm gonna give you on the next scripture. Yeah. Anything else in there?
It is often changed to help me to help mate, which means the same thing.
Which means the same thing. Because you know they tried that too. Help meet and help mate. And I said, sis, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. You can try to switch it up. You can say, see, they say it this way, but this the way that's the same thing. And I told her that. Now go to Genesis 3:16. I said, now we're going to turn around and start going over the roles of the wife. We're going to see if you Torah only on that. We're going to see if you agree with that. You understand? And of course, you know she didn't.
Right.
Come on with it.
Got to sir. Unto the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception in sorrow. It's like it. And thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband.
Stop right there. That's the one I wanted. Now, just a little backdrop. This is after Adam and Eve, when Eve was beguiled or tricked by the serpent. You understand? In the garden, and he turned around and told her, "You ain't gonna die listening to God." And your husband. That's the one who taught her about God, right? And all of the instructions. This is why she was able to answer. Because Adam taught his woman the law. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what we doing here.
Right.
We teach it to our wives as well. I don't want you to not know what I know. You understand? You turn around and we gonna know the same thing. So we're gonna be on one accord, right? And she turned around and wait a minute, hold on. Let me make sure I get it correct. Make sure I want to get everything correct. And she said, I don't want to turn around and twist that. She said, I'm trying to make sure that I got everything correct that the sister has said, and I want to touch on every single point. Okay, the backdrop of the story, because I was jumping ahead. When they sinned, Eve got beguiled by the serpent. She took what the serpent taught her back to Adam. Adam followed, then bam. Now this is what the Lord is saying to them for their disobedience, right? For them disobeying the Most High. So now, as a result, when you look at animals, right? Like in the beginning, birth was supposed to be like painless almost. You understand? Not as rough as it is now. Sisters, you damn near die. You take a chance on dying, bringing in a life. You understand? It's so extremely painful. And that's what the first part is talking about. You understand? As a punishment now, your birth, when you bring in children, it's going to be hard. So now all this extreme sickness, like you see animals, right? They don't, it's like dogs be running around until the day when they, you know what I'm saying, have they puppies.
Okay.
I see them running and be pregnant as hell, and until the very moment they running around.
Okay.
You understand? I done seen horses and cows. You understand? Like they running, they doing whatever the hell they do, and they're fine. Right up until it's time for them to give that. Then they lay down real quick. You ever see what's that? Animal Planet. They turn around. They be walking and just moving the group, and all of a sudden they'll just lay down real quick. And then before you know it, a whole little pony come about that thing. You know what I'm saying? A whole horse, a whole cow. You know, a whole bunch of dogs. Like damn, they be like 9, 10 of them things up in there sometimes, don't it? I done seen that. And nothing, you know. I see I think the horse. That's like the only one that I've really seen make some noise. I think the dog once, but the horse was sitting there a couple times, and then got right up and walked off. I was like, God damn, you know what I mean? Like no pain at all. I was like, no screaming and how. I just was expecting the first time I witnessed a woman, you understand, give birth, and then the first time I watched Animal Planet, I was thinking like, okay, now I'm going to see this horse die on the ground. You understand? I saw the woman yelling and screaming. I'm like, oh my God! I thought that I think was it my mom or my aunt? I can't remember who it was. I think it was my mom. I thought my mom was gonna die. I thought my aunt was gonna die. Then when it came for my children, I thought my baby mamas and my ribs was gonna die. You understand?
Yeah.
Like, God damn, they finna die. You understand? Because it was killing them. But them horses and them dogs, man, please. The dogs turned around and barely barked. You understand? The cows barely moved. They ain't do nothing.
Right.
But the black woman will die on the table. Boy. So that's the first part. Right? Then the sister was saying she disagreed, of course, with thy desire being to thy husband. What does that mean? Who could break that down? Thy desire shall be to thy husband. Who can break that down? We're gonna give it a shot. Come on, give it a shot.
Salakia. That means Salakia kind of
Nice loud on the mic.
kind of sir. Salakia to kind of compare it with the another scripture. It's like when David said, "I delight to do Thy will, O Lord." So it's basically her what she wants to do is what he wants her to do. That is what her desire will be toward her husband. Is whatever his will for her is what she wants to do.
There you go. Bam. That's it right there. Yep. That's it. So that's what the Most High is saying. Whatever your husband wants you to do, that's what you're going to do. Right? That's what you're going to do. And, now finish it.
Kind, sir. And he shall rule over thee.
He shall rule over thee. Simple enough. Right? We know what rule over something means. Right? So, and of course, now you know they started. She got the room hot when she started talking about this. You understand?
Okay.
And you know I got booted out of there. You understand? They booted me out the room. You know, I'm always getting kicked out the rooms. You understand? No sweat. But this is where I told you, Torah only, don't agree with the Bible. Trying to go around, you understand, our responsibility as a husband or a wife, whoever, because she had brothers on there disagreeing. They Torah only, you understand, with the scripture as well, supporting the sister.
Okay.
Got their feelings and their emotions. They backing her up on this trigger word mess. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man. Then the sister even went as far to say that I've been seeing and hearing about sisters being totally abused off of this word possession. And I say, what you mean when you say abuse? She said, like, being assaulted, being punched and kicked and all kinds of things by their hood. I said, and not once did they ever use the word bitch. It's like they punching them in their eyes, calling them possessions.
Right.
Like you possession you. You know what I'm saying? You slap it. You're like, this thing, you possession, smack. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Right.
That don't even sound now you want bitch. Now I believe that all day, because that's like the word that they go to. Every time you get mad at them, that's damn near what you call them. You understand? Like, I don't, but, anyway. Then, I want you to pull up the ketubah, too. You understand? Because she pulled that out.
The what?
The ketubah. Claiming that, I said, that's not Israelite culture. You understand?
Okay.
Just look that up in the, I don't think that's in the Zondervan.
Okay.
Because ketubah ain't in it. I ain't never seen that in the Bible. Have you?
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's not part of our culture.
Okay.
But I just want to bring it out. You understand? In case anybody else hears this nonsense, so we can turn around. They'll already know that this has nothing to do with us. The ketubah is the same thing as like the white man's marriage certificate. It's one in the Jewish community, right? So, of course, you know who's Jewish, the so-called white man,
Right.
our oppressor, right? And she said, man, it's plenty of ketubas that I know that. I'm like, no, I don't know where one ketubah is at in the scriptures. Not one. Not show me, and I'll believe it. But if you can just Google the definition ketubah,
No, okay.
and then we'll
Sorry.
yeah, go ahead. Like I said, I just wanted to bring this part out as well. You understand? Because we just read the definition of marriage and what it is and what it means in the Bible, right? Continual sex, okay, is where two people consent, right? Because we don't force anyone to marry anyone.
Right.
We don't do that in the truth, okay. There are rules. Now you turn around and you gotta wait the 6 months. If you and the sister, you both in this school, you gotta wait the 6 months to start courting. Then after that, you gotta wait another 6 months to even marry. Give you time to let you shed yourself with the world first. Then turn around and get to know somebody for a minute. You might not want them. You understand? That happens. You understand? You just might not want them. So you turn around and go through this process, because once you do have sex, there's no reversing that. Ain't no turning around and what they say in the world. I made a mistake.
Right.
That's just one mistake you're gonna have to live with in here. We don't break the laws.
Yeah, right.
Okay, we're not finna intentionally break the law. I know a brother that did that. The brother turned around and left the school, right, because he wanted to leave the woman that he was with. I believe the sister was, I met, she was in here too, right, and she followed him. She came in here, both of them came in here. The sister was doing pretty good, but she had a drinking problem. The brother just could not handle her being, she was alcoholic. The brother could not handle that. So what he did was he left school, divorced her, and then he ended up coming back to the school. Right? Then he turned around and took on another rib. And I don't know if he left her yet, but I know he left school again. Because he called me damn near in tears, crying about what he was going through. You understand? So it is what it is. But me myself, I ain't leaving for nothing. You understand? No, there's no reason, there's no thing that's going to make me leave this school. All right. You got the board over there? I think the board for the prayers and stuff. For the end of the prayer. Okay, kind. I thought we had it down here.
The binder with the prayers?
Yeah. From yesterday. From yesterday's class. No sweat. Yeah, just find it real quick. Oh, here it is. I got it. Ooh. I just wanted you to have it too. See that? Okay. Yep. But go ahead, read the definition of the ketubah so you can know that this has nothing to do with our culture.
The ketubah. Ketubah, a Jewish marriage contract.
Mm-hmm.
It is considered an integral part of traditional Jewish marriages, and outlines rights and responsibilities of the groom, and of the groom in relation to the bride. In modern practice, a ketubah has no agreed monetary value, and is seldom enforced by civil courts except in Israel.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you see. Go ahead. It's more.
Okay,
go ahead.
According to the Babylonian Talmud, the ketubah was enacted by Simon ben Shattak. Simon ben Shattak lived between 140 and 60 BCE. So,
Go
like you said, it's nowhere in the law.
right.
It wasn't invented until it was invented in the captivity. Like that,
Right.
Like our nation had been established, created. Like, well, it's like our kingdom had already fought. Christ was almost here by the time this happened. Like this is new.
Yeah. Yeah. So, of course, and you see who's really on the hook here.
God.
And the sister wants to, she said, I think we need that.
God.
I think we need that. That's what she said.
God.
You understand? Because guess what? She don't believe in what they say, the Torah. Right? It's the Torah. Okay? She does not believe in the Torah. So she wants to get a ketubah to keep men on the hook. You understand? And what she explained was, she said, well, here's the thing. She said, our people did have the ketubahs, and she had to try to have some brother say, man, now, he said, do you recall a divorce decree? I said, brother, that's in the scripture. We can find that.
Right.
But a ketubah or a contract to where the man is on the hook for taking this woman? No. I said the agreement that you see is between the man, the man and the father, right? For the woman, right? Whatever I said, so we can start with Jacob and Laban, right? He made an agreement, he made a covenant, he made a contract with Laban for his first daughter, then the second one, right? So that's what we see. But we don't see no ketubah. We don't see no marriage certificate. There is no contract for marriage between the man and the woman.
Right.
You understand? There is none. And outside of the laws, what do you need? You understand? Like I said, when I looked at that scripture that we pulled in the Apocrypha, that says to me, I'm taking a responsibility, right?
Yeah.
Immediately. That's what came to mind. That's because Commander Junior Hunter is raising us to be damn responsible men and women. Okay? Go ahead.
Salakia. And this is her questions to you. They make me they further prove why we need to get back to our culture, right? Because in our culture, your father chooses your husband, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't make good decisions. That's why when you see possession, you automatically think of a man that's going to beat you because you pick men that beat you.
Right.
Like that's where that comes from. If you've never been with a man who would ever think to lay his hands on you, that would not cross your mind. But that's what you continually choose. That's your choice for your life, right? In our culture, men judge other men and younger men and decide which one of those men would be best for his daughter. And I guarantee you he's not picking a man who's going to put his hands on his little girl. Like, this is why we need to get back to our culture. Like, you making up stuff. You got off the Babylonian Talmud. We know that these are, our enemies who created these books. Right. You say you follow the Torah, but it's like I'm reading a commentary from another rabbi in the 13th century, Aharon Levi, and he says that we find that the Torah commands us to take an act, but what that act is, we don't know. So they created this because they say, we don't know exactly how the arrangement was made between the fathers and how they kept that. Because, see, back when we did it, it was word of mouth. Right. You made an agreement with your brother. Right. You two stuck to that agreement, and that's how that worked. But for them, they need everything in writing. They need certificates and proofs and deeds and all this other stuff. With us, we needed a handshake or a shoe. Like, that's how we settle contract. Right. Here, you got my shoe. There you go. We signed that contract.
Right.
So they made this up to adapt our culture to the way they see things.
Mm-hmm.
So us going to a ketubah is the same thing as being a Christian.
A marriage certificate, same thing,
Gotta.
man. Same thing. And this is what she said to support that. She said that some women was raised to like expensive things. I'm sure this should bring it home as to why she wants that ketubah.
Yeah.
Okay. She said some women like expensive things. Some women were raised, fathers took real good care of them. They gave them everything they wanted and needed and this and that, and dress in nice expensive clothes and drive expensive cars, and the father wanted to make sure that the man could keep up with that. And so they were right. I said, sis, now I see where you headed. You want to hold a man to a Louis Vuitton and Birkin and red bottoms and all this nonsense. You understand? When that's not what the father was concerned about. You said what the father was concerned about. You ain't gonna be beating on her. You ain't gonna be having her do nothing immoral. You understand? You ain't gonna turn around and just intentionally make her homeless or you know what I'm saying, take everything from her and she just sitting in the closet, you know what I'm saying, something like that. That's what the father was worried about, you taking care of her, not just like financially, you understand? But first off, if you, like I said, man, you have any morals? Like, you understand? How do you live? How were you raised? Who raised you? You understand? What is it that you think? You understand? How do you do? What is marriage to you? You understand? That's what he was worried about. Not no goddamn. Now I dress my baby girl in the finest clothes. You gonna have to keep up with. Ain't nobody finna do that.
Right.
You understand? Now, of course, you want to turn around and you may want to buy your wife something nice so she can. Both of y'all working, y'all got a little money saved. Hell, y'all can buy y'all something nice or whatever, get her something, go all out for it, whatever, however you want to do it. That's how y'all, run y'all house. But nobody's signing no contract saying thou must buy Louis and Birkin. You understand? Thou must buy thine Mercedes and Benz.
Right.
You understand? Ain't nobody doing that. You know what I'm saying? Now, we can work together and come up, save that money, and get a Mercedes Benz. Now, we can do that now. You understand? Or hell, so I know some men, they make all the money. And they women ain't working. I know some brothers like that. And they doing just fine. And they got business. And they got whatever they got. You understand? They doing good. But they didn't sit and write no damn contract with nobody saying that this how I must take care of you.
Right.
You understand? And then, now that ketubah got you on the hook. It got the man on the hook. So if you don't turn around and buy that Louis, then I can leave your ass. You understand? And that's something else that sister said too, was having a way out. You understand? And I called on it. I said, that's why you want that ketubah. It's just the same thing as the marriage contract. You say you can get in it, they say you can get out of it. You understand? But us in the truth, we know that the ones that follow the whole Bible, because that's what we follow. We follow the entire Bible, not just parts of it. We know ain't no way out. Go ahead, Kabal. You was going to say something?
Okay, sir. And so, let's be real here. It's like what that, what was that? Captain. Oh, yeah. What it said in the Book of the Dead that Captain Zaryak read. She is exchanging her sexual services. She is exchanging her body for goods and services. Yeah. That's what you're saying. You want to be a kept whore. That's what it is. You want to exchange your body for the nice clothes. You want to be a bum, and the only asset you have is your body. Like that. That's what you want to do. That's what these things allow for, right? This is why whoredom is so rampant in our oppressors' culture, because it's built into the way they even create marriage. Their quote unquote monogamous relationships are built with whoredom in it. Right. Like it's a key component of it. It needs it to function. And that's what you're doing. That's what you want, and you don't even realize that's what you want, because you won't come to our culture. Right. You won't say, "Oh, I'm Torah only." No, you're Talmud only. You're Judaism only.
Right,
You want to bring up the ketubah. The ketubah's not in the Torah. It's in the Talmud.
It's in the Talmud.
So if that's where your faith
right.
is, that's what you believe in.
Mm-hmm.
The Edomites doctrine. That's what
exactly.
you like.
That's it. And that's what they want. That's what they want to do. They want to follow our oppressor. You understand? Which doesn't matter which one it is now. It could be the one. It could be one here. It could be the one over in the land of Israel. It could be the one over in Australia. It don't matter. Whoever got that feel good doctrine, they gonna follow. Because guess what? They are not in the truth.
Right.
Okay. And we got any questions on the book? I know we just about close to the time.
Sir. No questions.
Okay, no questions, no sweat. Give me Exodus 22:16.
The book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 16. Mm-hmm. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and and lie with her, mm-hmm. he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
Okay, now, right here, this is the scripture. This is where the definition comes from, right? They turn around and it says, if a man entice a maid who is not betrothed, right? This is a brother that enticed. He seduced. He macked on her. He ran game on her. He spit on an old girl. You understand? I remember when I first heard that back in the day. I'm like, you spit on what? Did you actually like and spit? You know what I'm saying? I was a little younger when I first heard that. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking literally, like spit on old girl. I'm like, damn, that was terrible. But of course, that's how we talk. You understand? We talk, metaphorically and symbolically and all of that. You understand? Matter of fact, ebonically. You understand? That's how we talk. Okay, we don't never say exactly what we mean with our words. You understand? It's always some roundabout thing in the way we say it. But like, hey, how you doing, man? Oh, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we know what that means. It means you good. You know what I'm saying? You just lay it back, right? We don't never say, oh, everything's fine today. I went to work and, I did my 8 hours. I came home. My wife had dinner. That ain't how, we chilling. I'm chilling, man. How you doing, man? I'm chilling, So that's how we talk. You understand? And when you seduce the woman, you entice the woman, you mack on her, get her name and her number, right? That's not betrothed, meaning that she is not promised to another man. You definitely can't be macking on no other man's woman. And guess what? You can't even, the Lord don't even want you macking on a woman that's even promised to or courting or talking to another man.
Right.
You understand? You stay out of that. There's plenty of women out here. You do not have to deal with another man's woman in no type of way, whether they are actually together or if they are just talking to one another, getting to know one another. Okay? And then it says, and lie with her. That means to have sex. Okay? And then it surely endow her to be his wife. Now, what that man has to do is he has to go to the father and make that right. You done turn around and slept with his daughter. Now you gotta go and you gotta what we say in the hood, pop that change. You understand? You gotta pop that change now, because you're supposed to take to the father, them shekels of that silver, right? Or whatever arrangement he made. If you was in the right spirit, you would have asked him first,
right?
But since the sister is thick. And, you were so attracted to her, you had to have her, couldn't keep your paws off of her. So y'all had sex, y'all Netflixed and chilled, and then now you married. So, but now you still have a duty or responsibility to go to that father and make that right with that man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that's talking about. And if we ain't got no questions, if we ain't got no more questions, we can go ahead and end the class.
Well, sir.
Yep. Shalom Israel. Go on and I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Cabal Qatar.
We are the ISUPK. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, it will be the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties.